What are the main benefits of giving up sugar? I think some of them are intuitive. So we know that when we eat sugar, we get a huge energy surge and then a crash, and that doesn't feel very good. So I think most of us feel that eating a lot of sugar or any sugar at all somehow isn't the most sustainable way for us to feel energized. But there are lots of other benefits to quitting sugar, improve teeth health. Obviously, we know that sugar causes cavities. Um, let's see, well, sugar has been linked with being overweight, being obese, diabetes, type 2. I think that some of the more unexpected benefits of quitting sugar are around this idea of getting your life back instead of being addicted. So, concentrated, refined added sugar is really a drug. And I quit sugar January 1st, 2016. And what I realized was that sugar had this role in my life where it was taking up all of my mental energy. So something would happen, maybe I would be at work and a trigger would happen and I would feel stressed. And my go-to self-soother was sugar. And so I would start thinking about it. And when am I going to eat next? When am I going to go buy, let's say, a cookie or a box of cookies? I've definitely eaten a whole box of cookies before. And so then all of a sudden I couldn't focus at work. Maybe then I'd go get the cookies, eat them, experience this high, and then when I crashed, be unable to focus again and then think about when I was going to eat next. So when we quit sugar and we give it up, we get our life back, our focus back. We can bring mindfulness and how we're relating to our food into our lives, so that we can be more productive and focus more. When we take sugar out of our lives, then we have all of this time to be more physically active, and this just feels really good. So instead of making a date to go get ice cream or a latte, we are making dates to go hiking. Let's meet and go to a yoga class. Let's join a sport, let's join a dodgeball team or a softball team. And so your life really starts to transform from being centered on what am I going to eat and when, and let's hang out and eat food, to let's be active together, which also produces those endorphins that we like, and those feel good chemicals in the brain, the dopamine, the serotonin. So it's just another way. And so eating sugar is one way to feel high. But when we think about our long-term health, I think that we intuitively know that eating a lot of sugar over time just drains our energy, makes us feel heavy, makes us feel addicted, and it's just not sustainable in the long run, right? We know that if we eat a lot of sugar over time, we're going to put on a lot of weight, we don't feel so sexy, and we're not doing things that are active. And so taking sugar out is really like this first step to a total life transformation, where you're placing activities and healthy eating first, and that is just going to change the shape of your whole life. And that's what I've discovered. So there's just so much space in my life now that I have filled up with physical activity. So I think that I used to go to yoga a couple times a week maybe, and now it's like this is an everyday practice. This is something that I do every day. And when I'm not as so obsessed with food and what I'm going to eat, and I just have my healthy meals set, and I know what they are, and they nourish me, and I don't need to be eating all the time and thinking about it, then all this time has opened up in my life, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go running in the morning every morning. I'm gonna go to yoga after work every day, or I'm gonna go to a lunchtime fitness class. And that might seem really daunting if you're not at that level yet. I gradually kind of grew into that level of daily activity over time, but I started with quitting sugar, and it's a great entry point to total health. So I recorded this video and I sent it to my project manager, Hannah, and I was like, what do you think? Is this gonna work? And she was like, yeah, it's great, but you should tell them about your program. Um, so let me try this. The Give Up Sugar for Good program is 10 weeks long, and it's going to help you get all the benefits of giving up sugar. It's a holistic program, so we're looking at total wellness, exercising, building community, improving relationships. It's mindfulness based, so slowing ourselves down, meditating, looking at our feelings and emotions and how we're relating to food. This is a long-term solution, so you're giving up sugar for the good of your health, and possibly for good for the rest of your life, or at least redefining your relationship with sugar for good. So feeling much more healthy and healthier in how you eat. So this 10-week program is not a quick fix. It's not a fad diet. These are habits that you can put into place that will last your whole life.